پرچم مشهد تبرسی 17 دیما جاوید شاه.
The son of the former monarch, Reza Pahlavi, has become a figurehead, if you will, and has been trying to mobilize protesters. And in fact, to a certain degree, he was influential in these protests that we have seen. But I wouldn't overstate it. It's very hard to see how much support he has or how much support any figure has in Iran. I would say that Iranians are really relatively unified in seeking the ousting of the Islamic Republic, but not clear on what comes next or who comes next. He represents nostalgia of the past. He is an alternative to what they currently have, but might not be the number one choice for people inside Iran.
دنیا امروز کنار انقلاب ملی شما ایستاده است و شهامت شما را تحسین می کند. به ویژه پرزیدنت ترامپ به عنوان رهبر جهان آزاد شجاعت وصف ناشدنیتان را با دقت دیده و اعلام کرده که آماده کمک به شماست. خیابانها را رها نکنید. قلب و روحم با شماست و می‌دانم که به زودی در کنار شما خواهم بود.
What's problematic is there has been no inclusive organization that has been built that can bring together Iranians of all walks of life, religious, ethnic, socioeconomic, and without that, of course, relying on one figure is a dangerous dangerous precedent. We've seen that, of course, in the past, and certainly Iranians in Iran are, I think, not just looking to the diaspora for their future. They're the ones that are suffering an inordinate amount of physical, emotional, and economic pain. And there are plenty of activism and ideas and agency that exists inside the country. But many Iranian opposition figures and leaders are in Iran's jails.
Conflict between the Iranian regime and the Gulf states. These uprisings demonstrated the Iranian people pin no hope on elections as a conduit for substantive change, and the election of 2021, truly the selection of Raisi as the Ayatollah's president, proved this out.
اینکه سیاست مماشات رژیم آخوندیران آیا امروز این خواست اکثریت عظیم
I think U.S. intervention, and it depends, of course, the scope and scale and the intention and objectives of the United States, could lend some support to protesters, but there are key variables that are still needed internally and externally for this protests to really develop into something revolutionary. You need sustained resistance from inside the country. You need organizational capacity, and the Islamic Republic is constantly trying to break that. You need a plan of action. You need to know what comes next. And ultimately, you also need the elites within the Iranian political system to break with that system. And we haven't seen elite fragmentation develop during these protests or in any protests since 2009.
برویم